Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the Pulse News on 26th of February newspaper front page dawn. Islamabad PMLN candidate in the Daska by-election Nashin Iftihar talks to journalists in front of office of the Election Commission of Pakistan on Thursday after the commission declared the earlier polling null and void. Right to Federal Information Minister Shibli Faraz is discussing the ruling with newsman and bottom PTI's candidate Ali Asjad Mali is pictured outside the ECP building online. ECP orders repolling in Daska on March 18 by Iftihar Khan. Islamabad, the Election Commission of Pakistan ECP on Thursday voided the recently held by-election in N75 Daska, which was marred by deadly clashes between workers of the ruling Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI and the Pakistan Muslim League PMLN. The mysterious disappearance of around 20 presiding officers and suspected tampering with results and ordered repolling in the entire constituency on March 18. The decision was announced by a 5-member bench of the Commission on a petition filed by PMLN candidate in the constituency Nashin Iftihar. The ECP had withheld the results after the polling as the presiding officers in the constituency had gone missing for over 7 hours and top officials of the district administration and police were unavailable to help recover the allegedly abducted officers. The short order read out by Chief Election Commission Senior Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja said the arguments heard and perused from the perusal of available record conducted by the parties, the returning officer, as well as collected by the commission as to different sources. We have come to the conclusion that a conducive environment was not available for the candidates and voters of the constituency, and the election in the subject constituency has not been conducted honestly, justly, fairly, and in a transparent manner. Incidents of murders, firing, and injuries, bad law and order situation in the subcontinent in the subject constituency created harassment for voters and other circumstances leading to make the process of results doubtful, unascertainable. The order went on to say this commission, in the exercise of powers under Article 218, Part 3 of the Constitution, read with Section 9, Part 1 of the Elections Act 2017, declares the poll held on 19 February 21 in the subject constituency NA 75 Daska Sialkot as void and orders fresh poll, repoll in the entire constituency on 18th March 2021. During the hearing, the PMLN lawyer pointed out that the discovery involved the entire constituency and that sub-divisional police officer Zulfikar Beg had yet to be removed from his post. In a related development, the ACP summoned Chief Secretary and Inspector General of Police, Punjab, to appear before it in person on March 4 to explain negligence in performing duties during the Daska by-election. The commission ordered transfer and posting of Commissioner of Gujranwala Division and Regional Police Officer, Gujranwala Range outside the division. The commission ordered the establishment division to suspend Deputy Commissioner of Sialkot, Zishan Javed, District Police Officer of Sialkot, Hassan Asad Alvi, and Assistant Commissioner of Daska, Asif Hussain. It also directed the federal and Punjab governments to suspend these officers besides the DSP of Sambrial, Zulfikar Virk, and the DSP of Daska, Muhammad Ramzan Kambo, and ordered that they should not be deputed to election duty in future. The ACP would either hold an inquiry against the officers itself or direct the federal or provincial government to do so, it said. A final decision in this regard would be taken later. Soon after the polling, through its unusual statement, the Commission had come on record to voice the fear that the results provided by the missing officers after an inordinate delay had been compromised. It had put on hold the announcement of unconfirmed and unofficial results of the constituency. In its statement, the ECP had said that the Chief Election Commissioner, Raja, had tried to conduct the Inspector General of Police and the Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner concerned on receiving information about the missing presiding officers but failed to do so. The Punjab Chief Secretary, it said, was finally contacted at around 3 a.m. and he gave an assurance that the missing officials would be traced. However, later the Chief Secretary too made himself unavailable. In the plea, PMLN candidate Ms. Iftihar had termed the happenings of February 19 a criminal fraud with voters of Daska and had requested the ECP to annul the election exercise and order fresh polling in the constituency. She had also asked the Commission to identify the people behind the conspiracy executed to tamper the results and award exemplary punishment to them. Through a tweet, Prime Minister Imran Khan had advised the PTI candidate to call for repolling in 20 polling stations in the constituency. Stances of rival parties. In reaction to the ECP's order, Federal Information Minister Syed Shibli Faraz hinted that the government might challenge the Commission's decision. Our legal team would review the detailed order and decide the future course of action accordingly, the minister told reporters. He accused the PMLN of indulging in politics of money and fraud. While hailing the ECP's judgment, the PMLN and the PPP called for registration of both Prime Minister Khan and Punjab Chief Minister Usman Buzdar. For that, they called their involvement in attempted rigging. PMLN's Vice President Mariam Nawaz said the people of Dusca had got what was due to them. In a video message, she criticized the Prime Minister and said that Nawaz Sharif's slogan of vote ko izzat was resonating across the country. PPP's Secretary General Mariam Hussain Bukhari, Nayir Hussain Bukhari, said the conspiracy has to steal the Daska bypoll had failed, and the Prime Minister and Punjab Chief Minister should resign after being caught red-handed. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.